Hello gang. Right, so I've been having a look at this. Oh, they left the lights on. So I have to go out this afternoon. But I've sort of come to the conclusion that we need to... Oh, it's looking better. After the last video I switched it off, I kind of tried to get that circle, the clock a bit more circular. It's still not quite right, is it? But then it is, yeah, I mean, it's obviously looking at it at an angle anyway. We need to touch on that bit as well. I mean, a lot of these things could actually be done with the tape off, so, because I'm going to have to, it's not like I'm going to be splattering paint all over the side. So kind of what I think I'm going to do now is take the tape off. And then the next move is to paint that, and that. So we're going to do that then. Do you think that's going to work? So I don't know if it's going to work. So what I'm hoping is the tape comes clean off and it leaves a brilliant white surface. Now I don't know if the tape's going to take some of the paint off the canvas, or is it going to pull lumps off the side, right? So I don't know if that's going to do that. So I think we're at a position now we can take the tape off. The other thing that I was thinking, I'm still thinking about it, was doing a gesture towards nature, which would be like a couple of green leaves there. And I thought, well, we could do that. We could do that with the tape off. So they could, you know, so I'm kind of overdoing this a bit, but right. So that's what we're going to do. Is there anything I need to do to take this tape off? You know, do I need to? The other problem is this phone, I've been doing time lapse and it cut out this morning. So I'm not sure, maybe if it's because it needs emptying, it's full of data. It could be, right? So it could be that that's a problem. So I think I need to. So I did delete some videos off that one, some of the duplicate videos. So I'm actually going to try and pull the tape away from the canvas. So can you see what's going on here? Can you see me? Yes. Can you see me? Can you see me? Yeah! Look at that. Well, that's all sticky. Oh, we're definitely going to have to do something with that. That tape is savage. It's probably the wrong tape you've used. So it's all, but that's, I mean, we can clean that, can't we? The glue is what I'm talking about. We can clean the glue off it, can't we? Alright. Oh, so you don't want it to come off? See what you're saying? So you don't want it to come off then? Right. Use petrol. No, you're not using petrol. Well, this is maybe going to be a bit tricky. Or more tricky than I thought. It's not taking the paint off. So, that's good news, isn't it? What's worrying me is that come on! So Erin Patterson was found guilty so of murdering her. I just think that whole story is so funny, and it's because of my experiences with women that are mentally deranged. Right? So, my first wife, mentally deranged, and you know, there's things that some of them do that go beyond, or they have done. Things like that, like claiming you've got cancer and everything, and Munchausen's by proxy, right, and the baby deaths as well. They will do that. So don't get me wrong, women well, men can be evil, and so can women. And I think women, when they're evil, that's kind of more enhanced. I'm not saying all women are evil. I'm not saying that. But the evil ones, they sort of go that extra mile to be even more nasty than a man would be. So a man's more likely just to thump you in the face, you know. They're not going to be so calculating and just strange. So to go and murder your in-laws, your ex-husband decided not to go to the meal, and you know, he obviously, maybe he couldn't. I mean, I had problems with my parents. They rejected me and stuck with my ex for the sake of the children. Things like that happened. So I'm just sort of trying to understand why they went for that meal and their son didn't go. The estranged husband. All very strange. Woman is completely bonkers. I wasn't expecting a guilty verdict. I was thinking it'd probably be manslaughter. Guilty of murder, so she's a killer. No, rather than just being. So look out, nasty women, you know. So a lot of them seem to think they can get away with everything. It's quite amazing. An amazing story. Tragic story and a horrible story. It'd be quite an unpleasant death. Die of poisoning. Right. So my experiences with evil women. Well, my mother, my sister, my first ex. They would do anything really. They're just, a lot of it's sort of like pointless because they won. A lot of the winnings they won were just all strange. And I don't think they had an overall goal was the problem, a lot of them. Or what they really thought was going to happen, or in their minds. They didn't really have the intelligence to really work out strategy, other than just reacting in some kind of, I'm scared to do this, I'm not. Oh look, it's working out alright. I was worried that it takes the paint away. You know, so I'm going to try pull it away from the canvas. So I've had my experiences. My daughter died. Some pretty horrible things happened in my life. A lot of it was caused by me. A lot of it was really selfish behaviour. A lot of it, yeah. So what is the problem is, so this bit here, you know, and this bit up here, I'm actually scared to do this. You can see I'm doing this tentatively. It's because what I was considering there was photographing these bits. I can remember what that's like because I'm going to have to paint that in, you see. Or are you going to try the knife on it? Is that what you're going to do? Have you got a sharp knife? Have you? Then it can. See how deep that goes? It's quite deep, it goes right to there. And it gets to the mini, you see. So they really have to cut around there with a knife. I'm thinking about doing that. I've got one here, but this blade's fucking shite. Ugh, right, can I do that? We'll try it, or I'm scared that I fucking damage the tape, the canvas. It would be good if I could do that. It would save me any paint, man. that working? Do it very lightly. Very lightly indeed. I think that's a success. I think that's okay. Goes right down to there. I'm so scared to cut into that canvas. That would be a really bad scenario. It would. So that's it. Yeah, there we go. You watching? Can you see that? I mean, we'll see. We'll think about it. We'll think about this. Whether we're going to leave it like that. Think about it. Because the problem is that when it gets delivered, the tape might, the tape might just come off. Well, I think it probably will, won't it? I mean, it's not going to stay on there forever, is it? The tape. That's what bothers me. Oh shit. Can you see what's happening here? Aye, a bit too high there. Right, I had this idea as well that in order to tidy this place out, once I get all this stuff ready for Glams, I can get that shed empty, the one that I forgot to shut the door. I can get that emptied and then put all this art stuff in it, and that way I could tidy this up, because I find it hard to tidy up when I'm surrounded by my own shit. Well, that's took the top layer of tape off, isn't it? Aye. I'm worried that when I used the knife on there, it didn't go right through and it just went to the top layer. Hence the reason. So what I can do is put my thumb on it. And see, yeah, well, very lightly. God, you don't want to be cutting that fucking canvas. That's it, it's going right across. Right, that's because. But at least I can leave them bits on so I can kind of really be clear about what it is I'm trying to do. In terms of, I could. The fucking dogs. Fucking nutty little fucking dogs. Not like Charlie, he's a fucking decent dog. Charlie's not like daft like that. And he goes nutty when the fucking courier comes round. Yeah, it's quite funny. Or the postie. But the postie's got a Patterdale Terrier. Or he's got, I think he knows quite a lot about them, so postie was alright with him. Dogs are great. When dogs are fucking brilliant. Your friend. They are your friend. As good a friend as most humans anyway. Well, better. Very lightly, just the tape, not the canvas. Oh, look what's happened there. It's bled out into the. Hang on. You can see how it's crept through the tape. You know, yeah. If it really bothers me, I can touch that up with white paint. Oh, right. I can. I try to do something useful in my life. I think, is this useful? I think it is. I think it probably is, isn't it? You know, so many people are useless. All right, so you went around the wrong bit. It's this bit you're supposed to go around. Right. Oh, happened there. I don't know if this is going to work. Come on. Why is it not coming? Nah. Right. So I'm not entirely. So we're nearly there. We're nearly there. It takes as long as it takes, doesn't it? Yeah. We will have to take the thing out of the frame to get all the tape off the bottom. But I think this is enough to give you the idea of what's what. Alright, so it's all the way around. So great, I can go on holiday now to Campbelltown. Yeah, I am going to Glams. A friend of mine on Facebook, is going to, was it Bigger? Somewhere? For August, so I'll have to look into that. God. How much does things cost? How much does everything cost? Things cost. Things cost money. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. It's fucking stuck to the bottom. Oh God. It's fucking stuck. Oh shit, I get paint. Oh, no, it's not paint. It's no, no. Is it around there you're going? some people just sort of like exist, don't they? You know, like they don't ever do anything. It's all for self-gratification. You know, like they don't see beauty and they don't think, oh God, doing that wrong. I kind of pulled the wrong bit off there. I like to think this is worthwhile, but who knows? Who fucking knows? And you're really talking about existentiality and what's the point of life and everything. Start talking about that and people going, what are you talking about that shite for? Oh, aye. Well, because it's fucking important, dipshit. So that goes away up there, I kind of forgot actually. Right, so we'll have a look over the faults and the flaws. Faults and flaws. Whoa! Fuck! Get to fuck! It's because the board's come down, as you would expect. Oh. As you would expect, it has come down. Right. Why is that? What happened there? Let's take it outside. Well, before we take it outside, so what I've got to do now, I've got to write in the Western Arms, got to put the time in, and the line round there, Pens is doing that. So, can you see what happened there? It's bled through the tape. So do we leave that and just put it down to patina? See, it never happened at the top, happened at the bottom, force of gravity. Laying the paint on too thick. Right, let's have a look out. Let's have a look at this out in the sun. Right, how do we get, what's the best place to put it? In the grass? I can't even see it, I'm blinded by the sun. Blinded by it. Ah, that's better. So right. God, the colours are bright, aren't they? Colours are bright. So it's still sticky at the edge. That's the glue. So like the grass is sticking to it around. What I'm going to do with that? Probably just warm water, eh? Give it a clean with warm water and maybe a little sponge, clean sponge or something. Right, so thanks for joining me in this one. So far, so I'm going to have another coffee. I'm going to probably come back out and tackle what? How did that fucking happen there? The Western Arms there, I think, and the clock. So I need to find the Sharpies for that. So let's go and get another coffee. Bye for now.